Preparing to go to state court in New Mexico. Going to court can be stressful, especially if it's your first time. This video will walk you through how to prepare, what to expect, and how to give yourself the best chance of success on your court date. New Mexico courts are here to help. If you have questions, call the court you're going to. They can't give you advice about the strategy for your case or help you make decisions, but they can answer informational questions. One of the most common causes of stress is getting turned away at security. You're not allowed to bring a cell phone or a bag into most courts. Call ahead to make sure you know your court's rules and be prepared to leave your phone somewhere else. Bring all papers related to your case to your court dates. You might need this information, and it's better to have too much than too little. If you or one of your witnesses does not speak English, please contact your court and ask for a free interpreter. If you need help because you have a disability, please contact your court before your court date, a week ahead if possible, and ask for an ADA accommodation. Have a plan. In court, you can have a lawyer represent you, or you can represent yourself. Going to court is complicated, and it's a good idea to get help ahead of time. To find a lawyer, call the state bar or legal aid hotline. Visit a help center at your courthouse for a list of resources. If you've been arrested or if you're facing criminal charges, in many cases a lawyer will be appointed for you. The rest of this video will focus on non-criminal cases. If you don't have a lawyer, and even if you do, it's important to have a plan. First, understand what your case is about. Cases can cover things like money and debts, housing, divorce, and custody, injuries, contracts, and what happens after someone dies. Next, it's helpful to think about these questions. What do you want out of this case? What do you think the other side wants? Why do you believe you're right? Why do you believe the other side is wrong? What can support your side, like documents, witnesses, photos, or messages? What are your options if you lose the case? Thinking about these questions ahead of time will help you make good decisions and answer questions the judge is going to ask you. Practical tips. In every kind of case, you'll receive a notice, usually a summons or a notice of hearing, with some important information, including your court date, the time you need to be there, and the address of the courthouse. Always come to court early. Your hearing might be online. Check your court papers to make sure. Typically, you can't call to cancel or reschedule, like a doctor's appointment. If you skip your court date or arrive late, you may lose your case automatically. Entering court. No cell phones in most courthouses. No weapons. There is nowhere to leave anything outside of security. What to wear. Come to court with a clean and tidy appearance. What you wear shows your respect for the formal process. Court rules are important for order and for everyone's safety. What to bring. Bring 3 copies of any documents connected to the case. 1 for the judge, 1 for the other side and their lawyer, and 1 for you. Also take pens and paper to take notes, and any medication you might need for the day. Know where to park. Plan to arrive early. There are often long lines at security, and arrange for childcare and time off work. What to do in court. Even if you don't have a lawyer, you're still required to follow the procedures of the court and the rules of evidence. The judge may give instructions, but they can't answer legal questions, so it's best to be as prepared as you can be. To get help planning for your hearing, visit a help center or call a free legal hotline. They may be able to give you useful information and even legal advice and strategy. In court, you are trying to convince a judge or jury of what you want. The other side is trying to convince a judge or jury of what they want. In the courtroom, a court employee will tell you where to sit, usually a table facing the judge. People take turns speaking, wait to be called on, and don't interrupt. It makes it hard for the judge to hear you. Write down what you want to say for when it's your turn to speak. Be respectful. No shouting, name-calling, or curse words. Stand when addressing the judge and say, "Your Honor," or "Judge." When the hearing or meeting is over, judges usually give instructions on what to do next. They may even decide your case at the hearing. Recap. Call the court with questions, just not for legal advice. Use help centers or hotlines for legal information. Most courts don't allow phones or bags. Request interpreters or disability assistance early. Know your case, what you want, and what supports your side. Show up early, dress respectfully, and bring extra copies. In court, be polite, wait your turn, and follow the judge's instructions. The court process can feel overwhelming. The more prepared you are, the more confident you'll feel, and the better your chance of being heard.